This song dedicated to my main man, Big Buff. May your soul finally rest. But real talk, this here for everybody, cause we all gotta go someday. Yeah, when's your time? Check it out. Listen up, friend, as I begin to let you know that someday you'll be gone with the wind, bro. Not remembered, maybe dismembered. Insane, that's the way it sounds. Drained of all your fluids, put in the ground 6 feet under. Makes you wonder, will you see a bright light or hear a clap of thunder? It's thunder for a second, then the thought set in that she's never gonna see her son alive again. 5 to 10 is what the judge expected he would need for repentance. Turned out to be a life sentence. Made it to the bricks in the express lane of casket. By chance the Grim Reaper pulled his name out of a basket. At the burial scenario, claiming uses G, greedy for his personal property, read his eulogy. How could you be the one to speak his life's behalf? If he knew he'd resurrect him, bitch, slap your ass when he passed. Because his girl's different culture, it saddened her. His homeboy swooped in like vultures and scavengers, yeah, for the killing on some fresh meat. The difference between life and death could be your best G. What's the difference between life and death? A couple twists of the ignition in the ambulance. The panic button that you press is broken down in distress. A few more pumps to your homie's chest, giving him his last breath. What's the difference between life and death? A couple words between your lips after that fifth you blessed. A gangbanger's empty chamber in the SKS. No rubber in between your legs when she begs for sex. Show me the way to deliverance, I pray to know the difference. Sign my name to my own death certificate. Had it framed on display for my living friends. Sold my soul for dividends. To me there's no significance. Immense thoughts of death infest in my belfry. I know it ain't healthy. Somebody tell me they can help me obtain stability from the pain and negativity. No longevity, lifespans in my vicinity since birth. I've been a walking corpse, riding on that pale horse with no saddle, knee deep in shit creek with no paddle. Like a shadow, a reflection of creation. When the sun goes down, I'm going back where I came from. The good die young. Last stop, a cemetery plotting stone, rotten bones in the coffin, decomposing, forgotten. A blot shot from a penis intravenously. Life's a median beginning through the greedy and sinning and graffitiing, breeding in and bleeding in this meaty sheath of skin. We be breathing in and eating and competing in this race. First place to be a human losing could mean proving doing a body exhuming. What's the difference between life and death? A couple twists of the ignition in the ambulance. The panic button that you press is broken down in distress. A few more pumps to your homie's chest, giving him his last breath. What's the difference between life and death? A couple words between your lips after that fifth you blessed. A gangbanger's empty chamber in the SKS. No rubber in between your legs when she begs for sex. Through all the anguish, can't distinguish if I'm dreaming at night while I'm sleeping. I'm seeing Tupac get shot. What's the meaning? Fiending to put some truth to this life, something tangible. A carnivorous animal consuming the carcass of dead animals, depending mainly on death for survival. You are what you eat, so basically I'm homicidal. Suicidal tendencies, just a bit of Hennessy. A menace with a gun, I become my number one enemy. An entity of self-destruction as long as I'm living, giving disruption to this universal function with no gumption in conjunction with different realms of reality. Yeah, could I be a circumstantial casualty? Casually, not hard, I pull your card. Never ever take a shit in your own backyard. It's hard enough not to scuff your boots and stay square in the devil's crosshairs of the dragon's lair. I swear I'm not paranoid. Hot boys are out to get me. Don't know if they from my city, but if they hit me with a slug to the chest, a bulletproof vest could mean the difference between life and death. What's the difference between life and death? A couple twists of the ignition in the ambulance. The panic button that you press is broken down in distress. A few more pumps to your homie's chest, giving him his last breath. What's the difference between life and death? A couple words between your lips after that fifth you blessed. A gangbanger's empty chamber in the SKS. No rubber in between your legs when she begs for sex.